Welcome back, everyone. The action is about to begin. Night round is underway. Avengers versus Budapest look to battle it out on this third map of Train. Now, one of these teams will be getting the baguettes and the bread, and the other one will be going home as a loser here in Winners League, Mike. Not sure who it's going to be right now. The first map was a sweep. The second map was the reverse sweep. And the third map, I think, is going to be somewhere in the middle. And what are your initial thoughts here, Mike? I'm really curious to hear what your big brain is thinking right now.
My big brain is thoroughly confused because it felt like we saw two entirely different matchups between the two maps. And it wasn't just that one map, you were better prepared for it. It's not like we had terribly complicated maps. It was Dust 2 and Inferno, right? Like everyone knows vaguely how to play those. Even if your team doesn't necessarily specialize in one or the other, you should be all right. Yes, one team might be better prepared and that might help them edge it out. But the fact that we saw two blowouts just confuses me because it looked like teams were just on completely different pages. But what I will say is with the confidence now flowing for the Avengers and them starting on the CT side here as well, having won the knife, I feel like there's going to be a slight edge here. And I think that if they get off to a hot start and avoid some of the pitfalls they had on Dust 2, this could be a fairly good lead built up early. That's going to be a big spot for Sixer. He takes a little bit of damage, but he learns the location of three players, and that's going to be pretty good here. Now playing tight up, he's blinded up and loses his dome as a result. Gavison, early impact, two big frags, traded back and forth, but suddenly it's just going to be Lambert left holding all the ashes, and his own ashes will soon join them. First round going to happen for Budapest 5 here, and that's nice, especially on the T side of Train, starting off with that pistol, getting started early, trying to limit that CT economy for as long as you can. Critical.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see the person without armor and the PG-50 is the one that got 3 kills. That's pretty good, but this is going to be a force spot here for Avengers. Double scouts. And honestly, I feel like the scouts are generally pretty underrated. Like, it's not a big talking point, I feel, usually by commentators or analysts, but this scout can really make differences on these types of rounds, right? A few tags early, especially on Train where there are so many long-range angles you can take. And if you land a headshot and a tag, that certainly helps your defense. Lambert, though, he does get caught in transition and ladder, a little bit careless. It's not too bad. And it's going to be Logan on top of the Trains, also falling. Now it's looking for the tag. He finds it, but unfortunately his head is removed. It's just down to Haji. A 1 versus 4, surely an impossible scenario.
Definitely not likely. He's also just given his position away. Yeah, he lands it, but it's not going to get a kill. It is going to soften up Fleav even a little bit more, though. He's at least making this expensive. And with Kohler and Yuho both low, I don't think they want any piece of the hunt. Yeah, we're going to see Yuho just hanging out at Dumpster in case he comes through this door. Maybe they can get the Mat 10 closer to him to try and find this frag, but I think they're just sort of playing contain here. And I don't blame them for that. Haji might as well keep his armor alive. He's found a kill, a bit of damage. Now just survive. It'll be fine. You have something to work with the next round. Yeah, you'd be taking an eco, but there's no point throwing this armor away is what I'm saying, I guess. And to build on your point about the scout, I think the scout is one of the most fun guns to watch as well. It has a really high skill ceiling, I would say. It rewards that aim, rewards that movement. So when players are good with it, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's super fun to play, especially in certain players' hands. Like it's you know when they have that scout, like they're gonna be do some serious damage with it. The A-stack is probably as good as they hoped, but the headshot from the head, they'll take that one. A 1-for-1 trade so far, and now the players with Budapest are on their sprint towards the A site. Now this is a full stack here for Avengers.
Here we go. Haji putting that CZ to work. No, not quite enough. The armor won't keep him alive beyond that 1 kill. That is going to be the round claimed by Budapest 5. They keep 3 alive as well. They're maintaining this pretty healthily. They're not really having any problem here. So I just want to... Something I just noticed. All right, so Logan's skin right now, he's got the... It's got the little... I think those are supposed to be flares hanging off the back of his belt. They almost look like he's just smuggling a pack of hot dogs off of his back belt. I can't unsee it now, so I want you all to see it too.
Okay, I'm not catching that one, but we'll have someone look at it for us. Fleav, though, he's out in the smoke, Mike. He is out of the smoke as well and into the grave, and now it's going to be the remaining players from Budapest 5 looking to... One of them is pressuring ladder, and the other one is ready to explode on this B site.
It's just such a risky play. Such an unnecessarily risky play. Yes, a couple kills come back, but look at the health on Gabeson. They're going to get a bomb plant at least. There's no HEs to be thrown in. There's a Molotov, but it doesn't get tossed. Could have finished off Gabeson. Actually, it would have been a nice, easy kill. Now that Mully goes in a bit late, it'll force him out of the angle, but he manages to reposition, get around the wall, and actually use this smoke quite effectively. Might be able to get a kill off the back of this, but he falls off. That spam was enough to make him think they knew where he was. And Kohler, big frag. Now this is very viable, especially as time ticks down. Logan all alone. He will get the first kill, but I don't think he has time for this. Doesn't have a kit either, so this is already over. He just can't contend with Kohler's position. He's just trying to get the op out of his hands. But at this point, it's over. It's done. It's dusted, and Kohler will survive to boot. Nicely done for the Budapest 5. Get a 4th on the board to overcome the first gun round and to salvage what was looking a little risky. That play early on, Fliev just in the smoke. Super risky. Unnecessarily so, I would say.
Yeah, it's something about unnecessary. I think it's just off-timed. Right? There's nothing to distract away from you. And, like, there's going to be at least... The chances of one person watching that smoke is probably pretty high. Now, Gringo's up against the wall. Maybe if you can get in their faces with these pistols, that could definitely be the key here for Avengers. But right now, this is a pretty heavy split from Budapest, right? 2 players towards Ivy, 2 players towards T-Con, a single player towards Box Halls. Any of these prongs go wrong, this ends poorly. But Gabe will find the flank. Logan, though, nice shot with a deagle. However, Lambert does get eliminated in the process. And now it just seems like it's all come crumbling down once again.
Ooh. Okay, a little bit of last damage here from Gringo. It's not going to secure them the round for sure. They're doing an okay job of plucking some players off on the periphery round after round with these CZs, but ultimately when you're on that CT side, it's just not really good enough. T side, it's much easier to get the economy up, even these little bits of limiting. It just doesn't really matter to them.
What?
That perhaps was unnecessary. Distinctly unnecessary. Now he's giving an AK away. Okay, now this is different. This matters. He's got a rifle. That's gonna save quite a bit of cash and another kill as well. This is getting expensive indeed. I don't know why they're hunting up the ladder. So unnecessary. Yes, Haji just has 1 health. And he will die, so no AK save through. Yeah, apparently that's just enough damage. Just enough to get him out with a 1 HP. Thought he was safe from there, but I guess not.
Come on, that's so stupid.
That feels like Budapest 5 just got away with murder. He should absolutely have saved that AK through, but fortunately the bomb does them a solid.
I feel like if you're behind 3 walls or 4 walls, like, the bomb damage should be canceled instantly.
You would think.
I don't agree with that game mechanic at all, but you know what? It is what it is. He lost a weapon. But yeah, I do agree with your sentiment, though. I think that was completely unnecessary by Budapest, especially considering that they knew he only had a CZ. Like, why even risk your entire economy for that? Now look at their money. This could have been such a different form here for them, and different kind of economic purchasing power pressure that they could have had. But for now, it is going to be Avengers once again looking to make their stand. They have a double op set up. One of them in Box Halls that just got pushed back, so that's information denied. But in the meantime, Avengers will maintain 4 here on the outer courtyard. And Sixer, he's found the opening kill.
Okay, Sixer, here we go. This is, I think, one of their win conditions, is they need Sixer hitting his shots, having a good game. That's a nice trade, although honestly, I'm surprised Logan was able to get that kill before he got found. And Sixer's still here being a nuisance with that AWP, dancing up the ladder, dancing down again. And from a range, this is looking a little catastrophic. Joel's now last alive. Slim chance of actually winning the round, but if he can get a kill, he limits that CT economy going forward. He gives them a chance to punish, although immediately the money's going to be lackluster for Budapest 5, because again, they lost 2 players completely unnecessarily last round. So it's going to get a little weird. Joel's 30 seconds still. He can catch Gringo here, and indeed he will. There we go. It's getting expensive. If he finds one more, this double op suddenly becomes a concern. But they will keep him at arm's length. They will make it work. They will drop him. So the double op survives at least, the most expensive part of this buy. They're going to have to drain the bank to get comfortable here, especially since they presumably want to spread as many rifles as possible. And the T side is going to invest, but Yuho, at least, is going to only be on a deagle. So this isn't ideal. They'll have the op. They'll have probably a Galil for Joel's, maybe just an SMG, actually, if he wants the head armor. This isn't going to be ideal, but if they can punish here, if they can get Avengers, they'll set their economy back majorly.
Yeah, I think that goes both ways, right?
Big swing around here.
I can't help but feel like Avengers will need this round if they want any sort of success in this first half. Especially if they want to lead in this first half, I feel. Logan is back.
You said to step out for a bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta walk out, go for a walk real quick. Stretch out your legs. Do some squats.
Is, French workers have very specific rules about how frequently they get breaks, right? So his 7th round break kicked in.
Gotcha, I see.
The union is strong.
We love socialism. Now, it's going to be a pretty heavy player spread here towards these box halls and white halls for Budapest 5. And based on their positions and the lack of pressure towards the A side, I'm thinking this is going to end into a B hit, or a B hit rather. Lambert, though, does eliminate them walking in, and oh, that's the bomb that just went down the ramp. Cole is able to recover it safely, luckily. And wow, that Haji actually ends up getting sprayed through. Logan eliminates the lurk here towards the A side, towards T-Con. That's Yuho eliminated now. And they can just focus on box halls and these white halls players.
Can't help but think what would it be, what this would be looking like, especially if Haji hadn't died there. It was an unnecessary trade, but they've still got the advantage. They've still definitely got some control here. They've got a lot working in their favor. They can continue to dump a little bit of utility. The smoke is just slowing them down ever further. You got a player worked in the ladder. It's gonna actually have hanging out. We know he likes to go through smokes. I don't think he's going to in this instance. His teammates are repositioning, presumably towards T-Con. I don't think they have time to get around towards Ivy comfortably. But this little last bit of utility is being drained. LDLC can use it so effectively. That flash is brilliant, but it doesn't matter. It expires a little too soon. Fleab would love that M4. That's not going to happen, but they'll re-smoke him. So now that ladder position is dealt with. Sixer can focus in towards T-Con. This shot, huge miss for Sixer. That would have shut down the round, really. It would have made it so tough for them to get out. And now they're taking the site. They'll get a bomb plant with 20 seconds to spare. It's all going to be left to Lambert to make this happen. He's got the first player with their back turned. But now a 1v1 around the bomb site. Up on up. It all comes down to this, and Kohler gets the first shot out. Lambert was even expecting that peak, but it didn't matter. Kohler was just too dang quick.
Man, these rounds are unfolding so weirdly. And I feel like every time I'm thinking there's a crucial kill that needs to be won by Avengers, it gets lost, and then even this other way around for Budapest. I mean, they dropped the bomb down the ramp. I thought that alone had just destroyed that round. Somehow, Joel's recovered the bomb instantly. Good reaction from him, and he eliminates, I think it was Logan off that? Or Gringo? I'm not sure. Haji, that's right.
It was, this just feels like a game of errors. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these rounds are being determined by an error, a mistake. Obviously, this round, it's a pistol round, whatever. You got to try something. I don't fault any of this. Yuho, a little frisky there. It does get the kill, though. That should secure a site for a bomb plant, though. Look at this. Gringo's back way up ladder. He's going to get a flank out. Might catch somebody in transition. Actually hitting this A bomb site, but Logan getting a kill is definitely going to focus them up. The bomb's coming this way. Oh, no. His gun's away. Gabeson has given up the bomb, has given up an AK. There's 2 players now in the halls. There's such control here for Avengers. They should not have been given any of this. And instead, now they've got time. They've got effort. They're flanked. Their lurk, rather. And Sixer has been dealt with. But still, this is so dangerous. They've got to spend all the time just getting back up into halls, dealing with these 2 players, dealing with this AK with armor. This is majorly concerning. Timing on this ladder is going to be everything. Yuho's gotten up, but Gringo continues to get a kill. Yuho just wrapping, and now it's all on Logan. So this should be recovered. Indeed, it will be. Another kill. A late shot. Yuho with the upgrade. He does, in fact, get to the AK just at the last second. So Budapest 5, they don't let that round slip, but oh my goodness, it looked so dangerous. Running with the bomb out, had no idea that a player had gotten up a ladder, had no awareness of that possibility. And that nearly led to disaster.
Yeah, I mean, disaster or not, that was expensive at least. And that's a guarantee. If Avengers can at least win this round, that will give them some hope here to move forward, to advance some rounds, because the deficit right now is beginning to be a little bit terrifying. And it's a 1-for-1 trade. Once again, Flayab with a nice flick over to Lambert, eliminates the back green player. And it's going to be Gringo once again, chiming in with the AUG from the Ivy position. He's evened it up at least, but there's so much room and positions available here for Budapest 5.
Look at this fourth spot. Oh, I like Flayev's spot. He's going to give it up a little bit, and that's going to allow Sixer back through. He wants to slip through the smoke. There's the first kill, but now Sixer's out. I don't know if they're aware. I don't know if they're aware of this. They should be aware of this possibility, but the question is whether they've let that mental lapse go through. Fortunately for Sixer, Haji's already been found. At this point, this should be a save. He'll get one consolation prize, but now he is out of there.
I mean, yeah, I don't think he needs to save.
Yeah, I mean, now a 1v1, this is very tempting. He doesn't have a kit, though. He doesn't have the kit. There's a smoke. Full 10-second defuse in smoke.
Yeah, does he figure... Oh, there is a kit in front of him, actually. He slowly picks that up. I think he's aware of the fact that this guy could be in heaven. And he actually could very well just stick it right now. This is a good position to do so. It's going to be kind of hard for... Yeah! Oh! That's actually the best decision Flayev could have made. Just instantly jump out, go for the stab. Don't bother spraying from upwards. And it is going to be Flayev maintaining it. That was such a close clutch there for Sixer. The 1v3 turn, 1v1 with smoke defuse. Man.
It's a big boy play.
That was a big boy play. That was an alpha move right there.
Now you've got a great circumstance for Budapest 5. Your economy for your opponent is in the dumps again. They're going to presumably take a half buy here. You've got 8 rounds already T-side of train. You're looking down the barrel of 9. I mean, this is really bad. This is looking like Dust 2, right? I mean, the rounds, the individual rounds are much, much closer. Avengers are playing far better than they were in that first map. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the scoreline. And despite these individual rounds being much closer, they're not able to get over the line. They're not able to get any of these round wins. And this is turning into a catastrophe.
I'm not even entirely sure what Avengers need to do to switch things up. I feel like they're losing grips on the outside splits. They're not really contesting ladder much. And they're not really contesting T-Con much. We haven't seen any aggression towards Ivy. We haven't seen any aggression on the outside courtyard whatsoever. They've been playing pretty standard overall. Just holding the positions, holding one back green, one Ivy, one somewhere floating around bomb site, and kind of the person E-box-ish sandwich area. They haven't really attempted forward control or like some sort of dominance play on the CT side. They've just been getting ran over by Budapest.
Ooh. Okay. That was nice. Surgical, really. I don't quite know what to make of that. Now they've got drop away as well. Sixer, his long little hands just got through there, got himself the AWP, and now this is suddenly a more dangerous round. Problem is they're all bunched up. They're coming out of the Z spot. They're just getting annihilated in the process. It's a choke point, and now at this point, I think Sixer just wants to save the op. So they're bailing out. This is looking dangerous at the first breath, but a nice adjustment from Budapest 5 to realize that heavy presence was on towards A, to just hit B comfortably, get the bomb planted, secure the ring. Was it a little unnecessary to lose the op there? Maybe. But if you can just correct that mistake immediately, it's okay. Get back on the right track. Make it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. He uses kind of the info play, right? Go for that early pick. It's supposed to be a pretty safe to do, but let's see if Sixer can hold on to this op after all. Missed shot, and you're punished, and you've lost the op, but luckily for you, you have full loss bonus and some money saved up, so not quite a problem, but that op should have certainly went a long way here for the Avengers side. And Budapest got a discount on that as well. They picked it back up. Now, this is 9 rounds on the T side already. I mean,
it's phenomenal.
You get 7 rounds on the T side, I'm cheering for you, right? I'm saying that's a great half. You get 9, you're having a phenomenal half. Logan, he's completely blind. Flayev takes out a nade. That's not how it's supposed to go down. That is an early pick. So maybe not quite the A aggression that we were looking for, but at least they've gone aggressive somewhere.
It's such a strange game. Gabison, that's a big pick. Now that's their real strong presence onto this site. You've still got Lambert to deal with, but I think Gabe's going to catch him off guards there. Yes, indeed, Lambert. And this is looking beautiful now. Just going to be Logan, who's out of position right now. Has to rotate. Has to try and get back onto the site. And they've still got utility to hold him out as well. He's got his own, but as soon as he drops the smoke, they should have a pretty good idea where he's from. Realizes that and says, you know what? I'm going to creep around the corner. Not a bad call. Might catch Gabeson here as well. Does indeed. Checks deep enough, looking for a moment like he might flick away from it. Now he's got the smoke, he's got the flash over. Kohler has the lineup, but he's gone past it. Nice little bit of detail. Logan's gonna molly it off and then force him into a certain fight over here. But he didn't expect this. He's gone through the flames, and Kohler, what a brilliant piece of play to recognize what your opponent's trying to force you to do and go counter to that narrative to catch him off guard. Love that detail. Love that individual piece from Kohler. He's having a great map as well. 15-4. He's been on fire with the op. 121 ADR is the offer. You'll love to see it.
I don't know. I think I'm starting to breathe depression here and loss of faith for Avengers. They're just getting ran over in all parts of the outside control, I feel. Not even outside, they're getting ran over everywhere, Mike.
Yeah, I've got to say, the funny thing here is, as much as this looks not good for Avengers, Budapest 5 are playing well, but they're still making mistakes. There are definitely exploitable moments. There's so many points in these rounds where things happen unnecessarily, where you give an opportunity back, but it just feels like in that same breath, okay, maybe we have an opportunity here to lose his life, Sprint goes so low. In that same breath, every time they figure out an exploitable mistake, they find a way through, they make a mistake of their own, or they let something, and so it's just, it feels like Avengers are unable to capitalize on the opportunities they're given, and that's just been consistently the case. So now we're seeing a blowout. It didn't feel like a blowout until just about now, but 11-1. I just don't know a world in which this CT side of Train is recoverable.
All right, you know what? Let's play devil's advocate here. Let's say Avengers do somehow manage the miraculous 4 rounds here, which is, I feel like they don't even deserve it. But let's say they do manage somehow to get these 4 rounds, and they win the first pistol. They maybe pick up the first gun round somehow. That puts him kind of back in this. Now it's gonna be a double kill. Haji's already on the flank towards upper, and he's got this player in ladder. As long as
I have no idea.
Oh,
they checked it. They checked it. They turned around just at the last minute, and he knows. They can molly them out, though. They still have to face into him. They know they're being punished here, and Haji has done his job. Yes, he doesn't get the spicy 2K that he was expecting, but he's still done an effective bit of an improvising situation. Now it's a tough situation for Fliav. He will punish Logan, who, a little impatient, wanted to get into that fight, didn't want to wait. And if one player goes down this ladder, I'm going to be so mad at them. I will be so mad at them if they do.
Yeah, me too. Lambert's 31 HP, Haji's 16 HP. That's not people that you want to leave in the clutch scenarios.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you go into ladder. Just let him have that gun. Who cares? Let the timer go out. Then once the timer's out, maybe you can try. Oh, sixer. It worked, but I'm still upset.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That's great. They got a round at least in the bag. They secured the AKs. They have the double op set up. They have everything they need to at least try to clutch this out 11-4. Not only that, but the economy for Budapest, although they are on a massive win streak, is actually coming to an end here. So this could be a win and a freebie for the final 4 rounds. So this could actually end in the 11-4. And that's, I think anything less than that, honestly, definite impending doom here for the French side. Benta is Indonesian.
Okay. I mean, I agree with you. But
Chat is disagreeing with me, Mike. I have to call him out on it.
What are they saying? What is the meme? Is that he's Polish, right?
Yeah, he's the best Polish player.
Right, because of his name.
Is it his name? I'm not sure even where the things even started.
Flag. It's something strange. Gringo, though, nice flank here. He's got 2 for it. Yuho, the next victim for him. Gringo just annihilates this. And there is a serious lack of concern here for players coming up ladder for these flanks around in the B halls. We've seen this time and again come back to bite Budapest 5. Previously, they were able to recover from the mistakes, but now it's finally, we might just see a 4th round here for LDLC or Avengers rather, because they are up against the Deagles. That's all they've got to contend with. This should, I say should,
Very loosely.
be loosely, yes. Oh, no.
No, not like this. Not like this. Backstreet Boys. Oh! Wait a second.
Yuho with this Deagle is just disgusting. Man's filthy. Damage done on towards Sixer as well. There's the kill.
Surely
Advantage
not,
now. They've got to go back to get the bomb, so that's going to occupy one player for a while, but they've got to be careful here. Nades continuing to sail in. Haji getting low. Rifles now retrieved for Joel's. But never mind. Joel's given a haircut.
Yuho's been
Certainly
spotted.
they're going to recover.
Hopefully, Mike. This is a 2v2 though. Fliev is wounded. Haji's actually becoming to get wounded himself. Lambert's unable to provide the proper support from back lanes. Haji gets eliminated. It's down to the 2 versus 1 now. They have an M4 for Fliev. And Lambert, he's in a 1 versus 2 with the AWP. Not the best of weapons to deal with double knees. And it's not even going to be required. Yuho will just decapitate them. And that was supposed to be an easy round, Mike. I told you, it's a loose, should be a round for Avengers. And Budapest 5 commit the robbery towards the end. And that's a 12-3 finish.
Was that 3 or 4 1-deeks for Yuho?
3.
Oh my god, that was dirty. And just... yeah. Oh, wow. That's such a gut punch to the Avengers side. You finally feel like you have a little bit of a rally, like you might just make this comeback possible, and then Yuho just takes you out back and kicks you. I mean, they're bleeding in the gutter right now. I don't know what world this is recoverable, but they're certainly going to try. We've seen stranger things happen before. The Avengers going to make their best go of it, and Kohler is going to be their first test to pass. He's in upper B halls. This is a very bold angle, and he's going to get annihilated. No potential for support. Now they're coming down the ramp. Some damage out, but not able to get away in time is Fliev. He will lose his dome as well. So nice start to pistol round. Certainly the way to get going, but we'll see if they can convert it. 4v2 certainly should be able to. Bomb hasn't been planted yet, as the only player to die was in fact the bomb carrier. Flank. Confirmed by Yuho. He's now the last alive. Has to get the 4K. To secure this. Not going to happen likely. He's running out of bullets. Only 1. Has to get a new magazine in the gun. Bomb can be planted now. They know exactly where this remaining player is. Yuho will win the first fight. But he's running out of bullets with which to do this. And he's going to face out with just 5 in the gun. Trying to go for the headshot. He's got to upgrade now. And by upgrade, I mean switch to a Glock. There we go. Player coming up on the ladder. And he's going to get flanked out. So, the Avengers, they've secured the pistol. This is the first round on a very long road to coming back into this game.
Yeah, a very long road. And maybe we're in the timeline where Avengers are just an insanely T-sided train team and their CT side just flopped. Maybe we were in that timeline. We're not really sure just yet. I'll reserve my judgment. I'll wait to see how the first and second gun round unfold, if there is a second and third gun round. And right now, Avengers are on the anti-eco. Just USBs, a single deagle for Joel's, and you hope that
Logan doing a lot of damage here. Here we go, and it's clean. Logan nearly dead, but 4 HP will be enough to see him through to the next round to help that economy start to build here, so they've got at least a little bit of a cushion, so that it doesn't just take 1 round loss to end this game. It's going to be a little bit more of a fight. Budapest 5, they've got to contend with it, and so they're going to have the rifles up in this one. No op yet. They are going to have the M4s, though, and the advantage against the MAC-10s. This could be a critical swing round. It's the next big test, if you will, for the Avengers side. They're going to make me believe they've got to win this one.
Okay, now Avengers have applied a bit of pressure towards the outer courtyard. And that's drawn a lot of the counter utility away from Budapest as well. And
making noise here.
They're playing B, yeah. They're playing B on retake though. And now the alarms have been rung. Now it's just a rush towards the B site, and it's going to be Fliev, crucial defender here for their team.
Okay, trades are good. Player already forward. Fliev trying to stay alive around the oil train. They want to hunt him out. The health isn't great for Lambert. Gringo getting knocked low, but he'll still get the better of him. He smokes up all this utility, so effective, and Gringo is the defender they need. He's making this happen. He's a turret right now, and they've got 3 bodies on site. Even if Joel's continues to find damage, there should just be enough here, and indeed, it's going to be Gringo, despite the low health, to get the 4th kill, the 4K on the round, and the 6th in the board for the Avengers. What a turnaround. That's a big test. Now, they've got half their opponent's scoreline. They got a chance.
There's a chance, and this is a freebie, so they'll get over that half, hopefully. I say hopefully very loosely.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't say freebie. That's scaring me.
I mean, freebie in the sense that all odds are in their favor, right? If they play a 4D, if Color pops off, if Yuho pops off, I can't prevent that, but I'm just going off odds here. The odds say this should be around for the Avengers. It's looking like it as well. It's Fliev remaining. 1 versus 5. Sure, there's no chance here. No chance.
He just wants to get it over with.
Yeah, now the money's recovered for Budapest. Double op is an option. They have one up already. You know what? Yes, they are going to go for it. I thought they picked up 3 ops for a second there. I was like, okay, they're going for the triple op. But no, double op. They... Gabeson, you're the only one with money. Buy a kit.
Buy a kit.
Oh, no. He's the IGL. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Why? Okay, well, that's going to be interesting. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. They're like, all right, either we win on the first fight or we don't win. That's the only way we can make this work. Yuho is going to recognize that situation and take the initiative here. Gets a pick. Eliminates all the A-site presence, all that little T-con presence. They've got a player still towards Ivy, but he's held off by smokes, at least for the moment. Sixer, nice entry, but a trade from upper halls. Fleav still here. Fleav still nuisance. Going to prevent them from getting this plant. And they're going to stop in their tracks. They're slowed right up. Lambert hoping that Fleav is going to get antsy and peek around the corner, and indeed he will. A little unnecessary. Gives the advantage back, and now allows them to get towards this inner site. The object of their affection, everything they wanted. Sixer was just waiting here to see if someone would peek him. And now the bomb can be planted, and the hold can commence. Using the corpse effectively. Sixer just dodging around it, using it to disguise his presence and to get another op shot off. Love the play there. This is going to get very difficult indeed for the 2 remaining players. They should honestly be considering the save if they can back out of it. They're so low to let up the round. That's a big pick for Joel's. Time starting to become an issue, and again, as we said, there is no kit. There was no kit purchase whatsoever, so they've got to get 4. There's still a player in upper. They've still got a Molotov as well. There's no smoke to the CT side. This round is over. It's lost. Yuho gets legged on the exit, but he should be able to get far enough away from the bomb that won't matter.
Yeah, you do have to wonder if they had a kit, had this round been, maybe he would have had the confidence to attempt that 2v2, but the lack of kit certainly hurts. But Avengers, they do upgrade to 8 rounds. Now there's suddenly only 4 rounds between these 2 teams, Mike. Suddenly my faith is slowly being restored here in the French side. Fortunately for Budapest, those 2 saved guns afford them further weapons. But only a single op now. They went from 2 to 1, but at least they have kits, so not a bad trade.
A kit. What a miracle. What an absolute miracle. It is amazing to think if that would have just completely changed. Gabeson out in the open this time. He's going to be punished around the E-box. But a trade is good there. There's a player working their way out. Olaf into hell now. Haji might catch the better of him. And indeed he will. Big pick. Now a lot of control of this outer yard. And this is a tough situation to defend from, especially as Logan has now worked his way out ladder. There's presence everywhere. There's threats everywhere. Trying to retake some control through the smoke. That's not going to be the answer here. Bodies are dropping. It's not looking good for the CTs. And they have been mopped up. A 9th round now. 16k for Gringo, as I don't know if he's died this half. And it's looking like they're just continuing to roll forward here. And Avengers, apparently they're just T-sided on train.
Yeah, there are some weird clashes of playstyles sometimes on this map where you just get these like weird reverse sweeps on both halves, right? Budapest got the 12-3 on their half. Now it's looking kind of similar here for the Avengers. I don't want to jinx them too early, but right now it's passive defaults. It's aware anti-eco here for Avengers as they look to hold down any early fights or confrontations from the Budapest 5 side. You gotta avoid that scout though. Getting tagged up many times, not gonna end well. Look at Flav's position, Mike.
Oh, Gabeson, the timing. He just got Haji with a Molotov in his hand. That's brutal. Now Flav's position. Let's see what we got going here. Oh, he's watched him walk right past. He now knows that Logan's here, but Logan has still found the kill. He can't come back around the corner, and now his teammate's unsafe, and he's looked away at just the wrong moment. There we go. Finally got the frag. Got the second as well. He realizes the third here. He does, but not quite fast enough. Damage done to Lambert. Not a frag. He's made it much easier for his teammates to get through, and that's a big tag with the scout. Now the health is just not there for these remaining teams. They got 50 seconds. They've got control of Ivy and Hell.
This is a disaster, Mike. Gabeson has an AK-47, literally the best weapon to have against wounded targets. Now it's going to be Color holding it down with the scout, not letting Sixer get across. Oh, as soon as he looks away, that's just really unfortunate timing. But at least they know they're still there. And it's going to be Gabeson to mop up. Lambert, 1 versus 2. 25 seconds left on the clock. He's eliminated Color, but it's down to the 1v1 now.
I think he's just going to play the time. He's got a Molotov as well, so even if they plant far side, he can drop that Molotov to force Lambert off, but I don't think he'll be able to stick in it. This is a really smart play from Gabeson. He needs to not face if he can help it. Every time he peeks out, he's giving an advantage back. There's the tick. As a molly is just going to check it with the rifle as well. That makes it work. It was a little bit bolder, as it could have been a fake plant, but works out nicely, and that's going to be the round claimed by the Budapest 5. And here's the problem with having such a dominant first half is all it takes is a couple of mistakes, a couple of slip-ups from this Avengers side, and all of a sudden the map's done.
Now, luckily for Avengers, there is one thing working with them right now. It's their money. They have some reserved, right? They're not afraid of an eco, not this late, not yet. But lose this round, lose next round, and suddenly it's getting kind of dicey for the map in series point. Nice run boost here, early for Avengers. Hit that flash on Ivy. By the way, the meta for Ivy has been insane lately. Like, it's so easy to brute force the Ivy smokes. You just get the jump up on the server, you throw a flash over, you molly deep, and you have it fully. But Yuho, he's eliminated Logan. That's a great find. That's the hardest hitter. Actually, excuse me, that's Gringo. Never mind.
Gibson's about to check that boost. He does get damage out on it, but he's lost Ivy control, as you were talking about, that brute force through. A little bit too punishing. Now there's a player in ladder. They're going to try and pincer onto the site, but Joel still somehow getting damage before he gets shot in the back. And there's a smoke here, but as soon as it fades, Yuho is going to have a lot of real estate to work with this long crosshair with the op. If he peeks out now, he would certainly have gotten a pick. A little bit too slow to it. He would grab them as they come off the bomb plant. Trade, though, is good. Kohler in a 1v2. Knows the position of one. He can hear the audio cues from him, I believe, so should definitely know where Sixer's playing from. You can go to clear that, and Lambert going for the full reposition as well. This gets a little risky. Flashbang out. He's going to peek it. But Sixer's around the corner. There's going to be the check. There's going to be the frag because he realized that he spot Lambert. I think his shoulder was out. He's going to full hold it. 10 seconds. No way. Certainly no way. Lambert.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Oh my god! How have you done this? You don't check once on a full 10-second defuse?
Why wouldn't he just jiggle the side red? Just jiggle it once. Just guarantee he's not on the bomb.
That's such an error. All he has to do is force the pressure to pull him off of it, and he probably wins that. Without the kid, it's so hard to get back onto it, but the stick, the balls on that man to just stick it for the full 10 seconds out in the middle of the A-bombs.
I mean, we're criticizing Lambert, but that was super well played by Color as well. We have to give him credit on the other end. He read that out perfectly, and Color leading it again into this next round. Just keeping his momentum, keeping his morale, just seeping into these rounds.
Oh, that might just be the clutch that seals their fate. That just ends it. Yuho's now gotten one. He's gotten two. This round is a catastrophe. He's looking for the third as well. Sixer, so confident. He wants to fly up the ladder. He faces against an op up close, just knowing, oozing confidence that he can win that duel. And this is all over. It's 15-9 now. There's still money here, a bit for the Avengers side, but they have just shattered the confidence that they've been building. This comeback have been building, and in these last 3 rounds, coming down to clutches, coming down to the last player alive, and now this last one coming down to all 5 alive for the CTs. They've just slowly whittled away what little momentum had been built.
This is it. The match in series point now. Budapest 5, they put themselves in a great position to do so. Nice shot from Joel. Good way to trade down Gabeson. But he needs to hold down these lanes. And Yuho's there as well. Sixer's able to get behind the lines. But unfortunately, the Eagles only good for 1 and Color to mop up. And it is Budapest 5 with a solid best-of-3 victory over the Avengers. And they have put the French team to rest. That was such a performance right there from Budapest 5. The Hungarian mix. And they move on to the next round of playoffs. And unfortunately, commiserations to the Frenchies. They are eliminated, Mike.
They are indeed. And Budapest 5 they looked much better. I mean, obviously the scoreline indicates it, but also just operating as a team. Again, you saw what we saw from them repeatedly, which is that there wasn't one outsized contributor. Everybody had their round. Everybody was contributing. Everybody was getting their frags. There was no soft spot on the defense. Meanwhile, over for the Avengers side, Gringo put up 28 kills.
Yes.
And he could not pick up the slack behind him, and it was just looking. If they didn't have him, that would have been an even greater blowout. And even with someone putting up 28 kills, leading the server in kills, you couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I mean, Gringo's performance kind of seeped into all 3 of the maps, right? He's kind of, at no point in time was he really, really quiet. Maybe some performances were better, but I mean, at the end, he had like 2 players' scores combined. You can't really ask for much more from the young gun, right? He's trying to put the team on the back, but you know, sometimes It is what it is. Sometimes people can't step up to the plate, but unfortunately, there are no rooms for error here in Winners League, and they are eliminated. But we will be moving on to our second story here between No Problem and Apex. We're going to cut to a quick short break. We'll be back here shortly for the second match. I think it's already underway, so we'll go straight to the action. No talk, just CS. For now, we're going to go to a break. Let us get some water and refresh. Everyone go get some water as well. Get some snacks. The action will resume shortly.